Hello everyone, this is B Junior from B Junior's Movie Cave on the Endurance Productions YouTube channel. As you guessed it, there's the wooden plank, the wooden table, my hands. Aren't they wonderful? Look at them. Yeah. What I want to do today, guys, is a quick review on the Blu-ray slash DVD combo pack collector's edition from the wonderful folks over at Scream Factory. They're doing great special editions. If you've been keeping up with my channel for a while, I've been reviewing these as I get them. Whenever they've been released, and more or less tailoring it as a Blu-ray review, not so much a movie review, because a lot of these movies everybody knows and loves. So here is one of the recent ones that came out that I just didn't get first time out, but I had a gift card after Christmas time, and I just finally took the plunge and got it. I don't know why. It's probably not my favorite slasher ever, but it is the one and the only Terror Train, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, from the early 1980s. I believe 1980s when this one was released. All aboard if you dare. That's right, guys. Finally, it's gotten a great special edition. Pound for pound, probably not the best slasher movie ever. It's basically a Halloween clone with Jamie Lee Curtis hired to prolong or to keep on riding the Scream Queen train at the time, and basically just to kind of cash in. After Halloween you had Friday the 13th, and then after Friday the 13th hit the mainstream, basically you had all these clone movies that come out, like Terror Train and Happy Birthday to Me, and the list goes on. I'm not going to go through a big list of slasher movies or anything. I love slasher movies, and that's probably why I bought this one, or got it on the gift card, rather. I didn't want to pay top dollar for it or anything. Mainly due in part, it's not that this isn't a great release or anything, and I'm going to get more into the details here shortly. It's just personal reasons. Terror Train's not really my favorite slasher, and I've heard through the grapevine that this one does have special features on it, and it is a true special edition, but it's not loaded. It's not packed and stacked like Halloween 3 and Halloween 2 and some of the other editions that have come out. But let's give the Scream Factory their due and just kind of go over it. Of course, you see right away the newly commissioned artwork on the slipcover there. And true Scream Factory format, they have done the reversible cover art on the Blu-ray itself. This is a home video art, I think, or a one-sheet poster art from yesteryear. Kind of the nostalgic artwork. The boys and girls of Sigma Phi. Some will live, some will die. Terror Train. I don't know. That's kind of the iconic Groucho with the switchblade knife picture there from the old cover art. Of course, there's the back cover art, which is the same as the slip cover. We'll just put it back in there. And there's your shot of the back. It did kind of work out, oddly enough. When you flip the artwork over, instead of the UPC, you got the little old man mask, which is that one right there. I don't know. All those kind of fun. Of course, David Copperfield in this movie as well. And basically, it also stars Ben Johnson, old school actor from back in the day. There again, not going to go story-wise too much into Terror Train. It's basically a slasher on a train, directed by Roger Spottiswoode, who went on to direct, oddly enough, he directed a lot of different films. He directed probably most notably a Bond film. I'm not sure which one it was, if it was Die Another Day or Tomorrow Never Dies, one of those later Pierce Brosnan movies. He also directed, I think, Stop or Your Mom Will Shoot. Stallone's probably, pound for pound, his worst movie. I don't know. It's just one of those deals where it has some talent behind it. It's got Jamie Lee Curtis in the main role doing her Scream Queen role to the T. One thing I really loved about Terror Train, and still do to this day, I only watch Terror Train about once a year around Halloween, mainly because it takes place on New Year's Eve, but everybody's wearing costumes, so it has a Halloween feel to it. Is notably the Groucho costume here, the old man costume, the the lizard man costume. The killer in the movie kills someone and then takes on their costume, and then just kind of does that with each kill. He takes on their costume and disguises himself with a new disguise, basically. This Terror Train Blu-ray release sports 4 new interviews, still gallery with rare photos. It's got interviews with production executive Don Caramundi, I think that's how you say his name, producer Daniel Grodnick, production designer Glenn Bidwell, and composer John Mills Cockle. theatrical trailer, TV spot, and still gallery. Watched all the reviews, guys. I can say the reviews, of course, done by Red Shirt Pictures, Michael Felcher's team or company, are top notch. I mean, he always does. I mean, expect the goods, even if it's just somebody from the production crew that you don't really know that well. They're gonna be great interviews, very informative, the kind of good nerdy goodness that all us movie collectors out there really want and love. As I said, that's the extent of the special features on it. There is no horrors, hallowed grounds, or anything like that. I doubt there would be because it's on a train and there's not much of a set to visit. So, but it's one of those deals where I held off on it for that reason. Plus, it's not my favorite slasher film. But this is a great release. Don't get me wrong. If you love Terror Train, this is the one to get. Let's go ahead and examine it a little bit closer. Take a look inside here. There, of course, was the original art. It does sport a Blu-ray and a DVD. This is Region A only. I wish it was region free for my buddies across the pond over there. Here, let's turn this around. Let's do this right, guys. Check it out. There's the Blu-ray with Jamie Lee on it. And here is the DVD with the original poster art on it. Of course, it has the reversible in there. I'm not going to take that out. But, yeah. I mean, not too much else to say. Story-wise, it's just a slasher on the train. Not going to go too in-depth with it. Let's do the roundup here. As far as the Blu-ray release, I think this is awesome. I mean, it's a great... Scream Factory has yet to disappoint. I'm just going to say it that way. Terror Train is just personally not my favorite slasher. I had a gift card and I wanted it. But overall, Scream Factory's done their usual great job, great presentation. They gave you the goods that you wanted with this one. Oddly enough, I heard through the grapevine that Roger Spottiswoode was in the studio with headset on, was ready to do a audio commentary, and excused himself to go outside briefly for whatever, and he never returned. Oddly enough, mysteriously enough, I guess he just decided at the last minute he didn't want to do an audio commentary. I think this was his first or one of his first movies he ever did. I don't know what the reasons are. It's kind of a mystery. So there's a odd little mystery trivia tidbit for you on the Terror Train release here. I say, guys, if Terror Train's your favorite slasher, or if you like slasher films in general, I would probably not pay top dollar for this one, mainly because it's a little light on special features. It's got good special features, but it's not the primo stacked and racked editions that the other ones have come out with. Not saying anything bad about it, because what they did put on here is great stuff, because you did get an interview with the composer for the great music score that's in the movie. I do like the music in Terror Train. The production designer talks about the train, how they had to film on it, stuff like that. Good nerdy behind the scenes goodness. In terms of sound quality, I thought the sound quality on a 4-star scale was a good solid 3.5. I really thought the sound was pretty good on Terror Train. Maybe a 3.0. I'll give it a 3.0. That's being generous. Solid 3.0 out of 4 stars. The picture quality, though, I'm going to have to be honest, there was a lot of grain in this one. I can tell that they did clean it up. It is an HD transfer. It may have very well been the cheap film stock or whatever they filmed it on, or they may not have the same elements available that the other films had so far. I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 4 for picture quality. And that's not saying it's a bad 2.5. It's a solid 2.5. I think that's fair. Alright, guys, that sums it up. Terror Train. If that's your favorite slasher, or if you got some extra money laying around, I'd probably get a used one or wait till the price comes down. But still put it in your Scream Factory collection, because these are excellent additions. These are the ones you want to buy. Rock on, dudes. I'll catch you next time. Party on. Be careful and be safe out there. Bye.